Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rainy, this is the Enchanted Planner, and today we're making a DIY page which will live in my new 2023 planners. So I've pulled out some paper. I was into my Mamby sticks and my letter book thing, and then I've pulled out this because I made, oh, I'm not sure if you've seen that yet. I made a 23 and 23 page. So I want all my goal stuff to sort of match, at least for the first quarter. And I got this out because what we're going to do is make a future goals page. So I pulled out some letters and got them all arranged. The only thing I'm not sure of is, do I want to do this and cordon off 4 different quarters, or do I want to just leave it more open and free? That's the thing I haven't determined yet. But while we're in here, I have pulled out this book because I want to use these, I think. And there's so many pretty florals in here. And this is probably one of my favorite books, but I'm really reluctant to use it because, oh, those are pretty as well. Once they're gone, they're gone. This is another book I may actually order a second copy of because I really like purple. Actually, I like the whole collection. I didn't buy the whole collection. I only bought the blue, the yellow, the green, and the purple. I would love to have the rest of the collection, but you know, because everything gets transferred from US funds into Canadian funds, it gets expensive really freaking quickly because I have to pay basically 30% more than it is in US funds. Okay, let's get this damn backing off first and get that out of the way so I don't have to fight with it. And then let us get some of these onto the wax paper. This has been out for a while. It's almost time to retire it. I try and use them like, you know, anywhere from 4 to 6 times before I go throwing them out. Just because, you know, it's not like wax paper is expensive, but I don't like to be wasteful either. So there's that. Okay, we have a couple here. So do I want that down in that corner and then that up in that corner? Or do I want to do them opposites because that kind of gives me more room because it's shorter? That might be an idea actually. And then this guy I think is going to sit right smack dab in the middle. But I'm not sure how that's going to work with our friend here. So let's have a look. I should be able to make that work. Okay. Okay, we have a plan. We have a plan. I'm getting hot. I have to change my clothes. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Oh my gosh. Menopause is so much fun. But it's funny because it's like winter and we have like this much snow on the ground. Well, actually that's what was left in my car today and it's already like melted some. So we probably got about like that much snow the other day. And we're supposed to get more. But I have like a really light pair of like, I don't want to call them polyester, but like a blend. It's not like a legging where it sticks to you because I can't wear those. They're too freaking hot. But this is like light and roomy. So I change between this pair of pants and sweatpants probably 2 to 3 times a day, if not more, because I get freaking hot and I got to change. Like I can't. I cannot do it, man. I can't do it. So that's how we roll in this house. My husband laughs at me. He's like, how much longer of this you got? I'm like, I don't know, man. Because I mean, I started peri in my 30s. I've been fully postmenopausal for 4.5 years. So I think there's still a while to go because I'll never forget. I was postmenopausal and in the throes of like all of a sudden out of left field, I got slammed with hot flashes, like slammed. And this was in the late spring. It was like May basically of 2018. And we had to go to a funeral. And we went to the funeral and then there was a, you know, after party kind of thing, you know, like, you know, the, what do you call it? Sort of the celebration afterwards. We went to that and I ran into because it was a coworker's husband that died. So we all went to the funeral. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Okay, well, I guess we're going this direction. Anyways, I ran into my boss's wife at the funeral and we were chatting, and I was standing there in a very, very lightweight summer dress, just dripping in sweat. I mean, it was warm. It was, you know, an early summer, but not that kind of warm. She's like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "I just got hit out of left field with hot flashes." And she goes, "Oh, are you menopausal?" I said, "Well, technically I'm postmenopausal because I haven't had a period in probably, I don't know, a year and a half or ish. So she's like, "Hang on to your boots." I'm like, "Why?" She goes, "Because you still got probably at least 10 years of this." And I looked at her and I said, "I hate you." I'm like, that's not something to say to me right now as I'm dripping in sweat, but you know, it's not all bad. You got to take the good with the bad, right? These letters are such a pain in the ass sometimes. Oh yes, I forgot. I have to do some trimming here. So we're going to trim off a tiny bit of this U to make this work and line up better so I don't see this stupid tail. Do I have to do more? I want it to kind of be straight, you know what I mean? These letters are great, but they weren't necessarily all that well thought out. Okay, that should work better. It still looks kind of goofy. A little bit more off this little section here. I know, right? Sticker surgery. But I'm a little anal retentive with things like this, and I want the letters to look proper. And then we have to come in and do the same with the R. Oops, I missed the tiny little bit up here. That should be enough. Yeah, I really love these letters. I actually have to order more because they're my preference to do my goal setting pages. And when I was doing this, I realized I only have one G left in this and I want to do my Q1 goals page as well. So I'm like, I'll use little letters, and it actually looks pretty cool. And then we will, okay, for crying out loud, man, can we all work together? Anyways, I pulled out the little letters because I wanted to save that G. Sorry, train of thought just left the station and then just got bogged up. I wanted it to make my Q1 goals page as well. So we can put that up there. Do I like the way that looks? Well, we're gonna find out. The T's in this are great, unless you have to put them in with letters. Like, it's a bit of a nightmare if you have to do that. I don't like the way this looks. Okay, so we're gonna start from scratch here. I'm gonna pull all of this apart and see if we can't get this to look a little bit more normal, because they just look like they're squished on top of each other. And it would be nicer if they had a little bit more space. And of course, then we're going to get to this U and this R that are going to be a pain in my ass. Okay, let's lift up the U and see if we can't space this out just a tiny bit and not have it look ridiculously goofy. Well, that didn't work. We need to actually connect here. I don't like it. Why am I having so much problem? It's not like I've never had to connect these letters before. It's the U and the R. I don't... Thankfully, there is like a truckload of U's in here because I don't use these very often. So let's see if we can't fix this. Sorry, I know I'm being a bit of pain in the ass when I'm trying to get this lined up, but I kind of want them to look normal. They just look so squished, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to bring this guy up, I think is the key. Literally looks weird. Wonder if I take off the tip of the R. if we can make this a little bit more normal looking. Yeah, that's a bit better. It's still a bit thick, but I'm going to ignore that because otherwise we'll be here forever getting these letters laid in. Okay, I think I'm mostly happy with this. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. So we're gonna see about getting that laid in like so. Now, are we straight? No, no, of course not. Because, you know, that would have been awesome had we gone down first the right time and straight. Okay, let's try this again. Let's find a line to line them all up on. We're not centered now. I got to move over a tiny bit. But these are really forgiving too, and I think it's because they're on such a thick thick sticker paper. They're super forgiving. Okay, we're gonna go with that because otherwise I'm gonna lose my noodle. Now, do I want to do my trick with these or not? Let's get these off the wax paper. Let's see, well, I have a line to line them up on, so maybe we don't need to do my fold the wax paper thing. Although, I'm going to say yes, because I want to be able to move them around. So let me find a line, which is really hard with the dot line paper to find a line underneath this ring light, but we're gonna just get these guys all set up. So have you guys started goal setting yet? I'm working my way through mine because, as you guys realize, I've been doing a boatload of extra content this month. Do I want it over there? Actually, I think I want it nestled underneath future goals. Let's do that. And that's my little trick. Do I want to move it over? I mean, granted, the damn thing's down now. No, I think I'm happy with that. Okay, let's use the sticker squisher and get everybody all squished down and get rid of the air bubbles. Now comes the question, am I using boxes or am I coordinating? I think I want to use boxes. I think it'll be fun. Let's just use some boxes, shall we? Okay. Maybe we'll use some boxes and some bullet points. I swore there was, we have these, we have those. I thought there was double boxes. Oh, they're there. I'm like, I know they're in here somewhere. Because we could take one of these guys. Do I want the darker one? I think I want the darker one. So we'll take one of these guys. De-stick it a tiny bit because God knows I'm probably going to have to move it. You've been around these, you know, these planner streets here, these enchanted planner streets. You know, I'm very rarely ever happy with the placement of something. So do we nestle that in down here or do we bring it up here? I think we're going to nestle this down in the bottom because I like heavier things on the bottom. Is generally the way this works. They just, I don't know, I like them unless they're sitting on something like some washi or something, then it's okay. But if you just sort of plunk a big double box in the middle of a page, to my eyes, it looks like it's heavy on the top. So I would rather things were a little less heavy. And I think we're gonna grab one of these. Here's my wax paper. Grab one of those. And I like the darker purple too, but let's grab a couple of these guys. Now, the only thing I don't have that I wish I did have was a double box in silver, because we're going to pair this one with silver as well, because silver happens to be my favorite metal. I mean, I've got these guys we can use if needed, but I think we're going to grab, do we have, I do have one. I just find they're not wide enough to write in, like if I'm using it that way. So I think we'll grab one of these guys because I can lay this whatever direction I want because he's graph. And then I think we'll grab a monthly box because why not? Okay, let's get these guys on here. So I think I'm going to come in with this purple. So yeah, I've been working my way through my 2020 goal, or 2023 goals, 2020 goals. Apparently I've lost 2 years, which haven't we all, right? I'm working my way through my goal planning, but it's quite the process because I'm going to be a little bit crass here for a second. I kind of shit the bed this year when it comes to goals. I mean, I had all the intentions in the world to get so much done and it did not happen. So maybe we'll go back in here, and we've got this mid purple too. So let's grab one of these guys. Yeah, I had the best intentions this year and it just all went to shit. Like completely to shit. Like I don't know what happened. It's not like I accomplished nothing, but as for major life altering goals, nope, that did not happen. These are cut funky, like really funky. I should probably bitch to Happy Planner, but I can't be bothered. If we do that this way, I can probably sneak something over him. So let's lay that guy in like that. And then I think we'll take this dark one and we're going to lay it in sort of like this, which will kill 2 birds with 1 stone because it'll cover that little section. Or do I want to put it this way? I kind of like it better that way, but we should probably de-stick it a little bit because it's kind of like trying to jump onto the page. Yeah, because he kind of takes up less room this way. So let's lay him in like that. And we can probably sneak in some little guys down here. Like that. Ooh, it's coming together. I love it. Okay, so I think we're going to throw in some more flowers because we got flowers. We may as well use them. I have this edge piece, which we could probably bring in up here at the top, which should help fill that hole in. Or I have that border piece, which may also work. And I can cut this in 2. Let's test this and see. Because I could bring it in kind of like that. Or I could bring it in kind of like that. And then put that other little piece. Let's play here for a second. We put that like that. We could put that one like that, and it would help kind of fill in that corner a bit. And then I could use this other piece down here, which might be an idea. And I think I like that idea. So that's what we're gonna do, gang. That's how we're gonna party today. Okay, let's get in here as much as I possibly can without obstructing too much over my letters. Oh, I still have a bunch of crap on here. Let's get rid of all the little bits and bobbles. Ah, come up. And let's cut that off. Stick that there for a second. And then let's do that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to, because that's exactly what happened on the other side. The flowers are underneath the letters. And because the Mambi stick letters are really super forgiving, they come up without incident. That's pretty cool. So let's just squish all the bubbles out and stick him underneath, and then we'll flatten that back down. Fabulous! Because we can bring this in like that along there, which also works fairly well. And I wonder if that box will lift up. What do you think, gang? Should we try? Should we try? Sure, why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so because I had such a crappy year goal-wise, I really want next year to be different. Like there's all these things I want to do, and you know, I'm so far away from them because I haven't taken any initiative to actually get there to do them. So I'm kind of taking my time with building out my goals, because I really want to have a successful year next year. And I think if I'm a little bit more intentional with the goal planning and not just going, hey, this sounds good, let's do that, maybe in the end it'll be a more effective year. I can check back in with y'all and let you know later, but that's kind of the way it's sitting right now. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes. Do I want to try and sneak any more boxes on here? Do I? I mean, we have the little guys, which could probably sneak in somewhere. Let's see. Got 2 dark ones. I just wish the borders on these ones weren't so thick. Like, you look at the rest of them and they're not very thick. And then you get these ones and they're hugely thick. Okay, did we put that lightest color on? I swore we did. No, apparently we did not. Did we? No, we didn't. Okay, so this is what we're going with. Let's grab one of these guys and stick it right there, because that will help fill in that spot. And I'm sure I probably have those in silver. Ooh, I have this size in silver too. Very cool. Maybe I should go to a page that, you know, is already started instead of jumping around using them wherever I just find a page. I'm generally rather particular. Okay, so I think we'll sneak this one in down here like that. I mean, the likelihood I'm going to be able to write much in those little tiny boxes, probably not, but they're there if I need them. And then we just need something for right there. So let's go back to, I don't have a dark one. Oh, these are a different color than this. Maybe, are they up front with the other one? Is that why I have the... Nope. We don't have any boxes up front. We just have, what are those? Bullet points and... No, those are checklists. Look at those big boxes. Yeah, I guess that's... Oh, there we go. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. I wish they'd put all the boxes together. Like, why are they all thread throughout the book? Like, just put them all together. And we'll stick that one there like that, who did not go down straight because at the last minute he decided to jump onto my hand. He stuck to my hand. Okay, so now that's straight. Okay, let's have a look. I can probably get in some more decor down here. So who would work? You'll probably work. You're kind of the right shape. Even though he doesn't want to come up off the page. Okay, so let's just de-stick His Highness. Let's just de-stick His Highness. And if I cut it in 2, I can probably thread it right across the bottom like that. So again, oops, this is ripping. Let's not do that. I mean, I'm gonna stick a sticker over it in a second anyways, but I wanted to do this and lift up our friend, Mr. Box. So I can slip this underneath and then trim it off. Or do I want to center that? Who's ripped? Let's go opposite direction from what way the paper tore. And then we don't take it with us. Well, we still took a bit of it with us, but not bad. Because maybe we'll just go in the center. Like that. How does... Oops, my box went funky. Sorry, friend. Okay. How does that look? I like it. Little white space never hurt anybody. Sometimes a little white space is a good thing. Okay, so let's stick that down. Find the sticker squisher. This poor stickers on this poor page. And this guy crinkled. Let's pick him up, lay him down. Okay, bubbles be gone. All right, I think it's pretty cool. I like it. And then I have a place to stick down future goals, because I like once I set my Q1 goals, these might fall into other quarters or they may never get done, but at least I have a place to put them down while I'm thinking about them before I forget them, because that's what happened a lot of the time. Is I'm like, oh, that would be a really good thing to focus on. And then I forgot all about it because I had no place to write it down. And then I was like, what was I don't remember. So that's a wrap, you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button on your way out. I'd love it if you came back to hang out with me again. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Ciao.